Hey loves, so welcome back to TigeraGitana. Today we're going to be doing a patron voted spell. This is specifically on sacral chakra healing. Now originally I was gonna do it the same way I did the root chakra and just break everything down, but the sacral chakra tends to be a very intense chakra, so I wanted to kind of change it up a little bit and take it a little bit step by step into just different things that you can do. But I wanted to focus on one specific practice that I think is really good as far as visualization when it comes to emotion within your sacral space and how it affects everything else. So this is very much a visual spell, but it's meant to be a very emotional one. So you are going to pick one thing, one trauma, one thing, and you can either do this by just speaking into it. I'm going to kind of break it down so you guys understand what I'm saying, but you are going to pick one specific trauma, one issue, one emotional problem, anything that's been like just plaguing you, that it's blocking your sacral space. Specifically, if you have a specific sacral disease that you are carrying, that's something that you want to be also aware of having to kind of do this spell for multiple issues within your sacral space as well. But this is going to be something that's very, very helpful for your womb space. So you're going to need a plant for this. You're going to need a plant that's relatively young in nature. And the reason why we're using a plant, this baby, basically this baby came from my other snake plant. It started growing on the side, so I just separated it, and it's just been growing amazingly. So it is still a baby, but my snake plant is really, really big. So now I have two snake plants, which is great. But you're going to need a plant itself. And the reason why it's important for you to actually have a plant for this spell is because when we're doing this chakra healing work, I wanted to be a little bit more visual with you guys. I want this to represent your root chakra. Okay, this plant is your root chakra. Okay, and your sacral chakra is how you water it. So these two cups right here, these two little bowls, are filled with water. Okay, and your sacral space is constantly watering your root chakra space. You are because your sacral chakra is your conductor, and I've spoken about this many times. It is your conducting space, is your reproductive space, is how you reproduce things, you multiply things into the world. You are producing that thing in the physical realm, which is of earth, which is that root chakra, which is what we see, touch, and feel. Okay, so because we're working with earth, we're also working with water, because the sacral chakra is ruled by Scorpio. It is a water energy. It is complete water energy. It's divine feminine energy, 1,000, 10,000%. And so it needs to be regarded as such in the spell. So this is a very visual spell. Okay, and it is meant to help you heal, but also watch your progress of your healing in a visual form. So for example, if you're not like a Reiki healer, if you're not like super aware or attuned to your own energy, and you're just starting out to getting kind of to know your body, and even if you're well, adept to it, you will be able to tell, because you're going to be blessing the specific plant in order to show you not only how your root chakra is, but how your sacral chakra is. Because for example, if you put too much water in the plant, you're going to start killing the plant. If you put too little in the plant, you're going to start killing the plant. So you're going to be able to see the progress of your healing by doing this spell. And you can either do the spell consistently, and you can do it one time and see how the plant grows as well as you move forward. But you are setting the intention of basically the opposite of. So let's get into the spell so you guys can kind of see how it's going to be done. So you're going to take two pieces of paper. You're going to separate into two sides. If you don't want to do the paper portion, you don't have to. What you are going to have to do is pray over it, and you're going to have to put your current blockage into one bowl full of water. Okay, because water absorbs intention and energy, and you're going to put how you would like that energy to be cleared in the other. Okay, so you're going to write down, or you're going to pray over it and say, my blockage in my sacral chakra is this. I'm having issues with this. This is my, like, you're going to clearly state what the issue is. And if you write it down, you're going to take that paper, I would suggest writing it with a red color marker for this. The reason being is because red is connected to the root chakra, and we're working with root chakra energy as well as sacral energy, which is all is in that red spectrum. Even though sacral chakra is orange, it's still in that red spectrum. So you're going to take that after you finish writing everything down, of what is your current issue. Don't forget your current problem with your root chakra. What is your blockage? What's stopping you? What trauma? Pick one thing, not multiple things. We're not trying to heal 5 million things at once. We're trying to heal one thing. Once you know how to heal that one thing and remove it, then you can work with the rest of it. So you're going to write that one thing down, put the bowl on top of it. Okay, you are going to give this about 10 minutes. So you're going to go into 10-minute meditation, because it takes about 10 minutes for water to take the intention from the paper and absorb it into the water itself. Okay, so you're going to take 10 minutes. In between, you're going to go into a meditation. You're going to place your hands on your womb space, like this, and both hands, and you are going to visualize an orange light circulating clockwise in your sacral space. Okay, you're going to take, but before you do the 10 minutes, because you have to let both happen within the 10 minutes, you're going to take the other one. You are going to write what your intention is for your sacral space, how you want it to be, how clear you want your intentions to manifest. If you want to have children, that, like, whatever, in regards to whatever it is, you're writing the opposite of what is actually going on here. So if you're blocked, you are clear, you are healed, you are it with the specific situation. So you have to write it in, it's basically the opposite. So we're balancing out the energy with that intention. After you write that down, you're going to put the bowl there. So you already did both. So this is when you go into the 10-minute meditation. When you are done with the 10-minute healing meditation, where you're just holding your hand under your womb, visualizing that circulating orange light, you are going to take the water that has the intention that you want, and you are going to pour it over your plant. Okay, with the other water, you need to go outside of your house and throw it on the curb of the street, because you are removing it. You're removing it from your home space. You're moving the energy from your literally your sacred home space, your body. You're sending it away from you into that curb where, like, the water will just flow where it rains. That's where it's going. It's going away from you, nowhere near. Make sure you don't put the water anywhere that the plant is, because you don't want that plant to then take that energy and then be growing weird stuff. Like, don't do that. Just throw it on the curb and let that just get dried off with the sun. And if it's raining, just let it get carried away with the water. So after that, you want to pay attention to how your plant is behaving within the next couple of weeks and how it grows. If you want to repeat this specific spell to just heal your womb completely, you can do so. And then you really have to pay attention to, like, the colors you're getting from your plant, depending on what your plant is, how tall it's grown, what the progress is, if it's growing a little slow, how the water has been taking to it, and everything like that. You want to make sure you're paying attention to it, but you do want to make sure you set the intention that this plant is basically you. This plant is you in a plant form, and it's taking your energy, and you are adding to that energy and removing from its energy as well, because you're removing that which is harming and adding that which is balancing. So I hope that this made sense. But yeah, I wanted to do the spell specifically, I thought it would be really helpful for you guys. Again, this is a patron voted video, so they did get to vote on this week's spell. So definitely make sure you check out the Patreon for just pretty much everything. I'm doing so much work on the Patreon currently. We're gonna get started on the monthly community spell as well very soon. But we are also, I just started doing the podcast as well, which the only reason why I even have time to do it and work on it is because of the Patrons. They've been giving me a lot of time to work on those projects, and so that way I can share and communicate different ways so they can elevate in their healing as well. So yeah, so the next weekly video poll is going to go up, so they get to vote on the next video. But I just wanted to shout out all the patrons. Thank you definitely 1000% for supporting me and helping me share these videos with others as well. And thank you for voting and being very passionate about your votes as well, because I know that happens. Anyway, thank you guys for all the new subscribers as well. Thank you so much for following and sharing and likes and everything. Don't forget to check me out also on my Instagram at TigeraGitana and on Twitter as well. And if you need a reading or any past life readings, tarot readings, anything like that, a spiritual consultation, make sure you check out my website, www.tigeragitana.com. The links will be down below for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.